One of the most common questions that we get asked is, are we doing anything with this house, and like what is the story behind the house? So I can just give you like a brief history on it from what we've kind of learned from researching it a little bit and from what people in the local area have told us. This house used to be part of a larger estate back in the day. So the last time the farm was part of the one estate was the early 1900s. Basically, the last lady of the estate passed away, and then the estate was split up then. Yeah, the estate was split up. What we are farming now, Padraig's parents purchased the farm in the 90s, and this house was in the farmyard, but it hasn't been lived in a very long time, as you can probably tell. We made contact about this time last year with an architect with our idea that we would like to do something with this house if we could, if it was feasible. He suggested that we get in contact with the council to see what they would think about us doing anything with this house, because it's all well and good that we would like to do something with it, but maybe they would like to leave it intact the way it is. So we contacted them with our ideas and what we would like to do, and their response was very positive, which was great. So they were kind of open to the idea of us doing something with it and redeveloping it in some way. Oh, and also people might be wondering, we currently live upstairs in Padraig's parents' house. We have a small little apartment up there, which has been fantastic because it's really allowed us to save and to get ready to take on a project like this. So that has really been our saving grace. We haven't had to rent anywhere or buy another house and have a mortgage. So coming up in the video is we'll go into the house and I'll show you kind of what's there and what our ideas are, and then we'll go back as well to the day of the percolation test about 2 weeks ago. That was like the first job that we had to do for the planning permission. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to go through then our plans and our design and show you kind of what we want to do with the place. So really hope that you enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Hopefully this will be a series so that, you know, we'll be able to show you what's going to happen next. So it's very, very exciting, and we're really looking forward to bringing you along this whole journey project, because it's been a big part of our lives for the last year, and I didn't really want to talk about it too much until, you know, we were kind of like a good way into the design and that we were kind of happy that we had settled that this is what we wanted to do. Oh, if you have any advice or anybody has attacked old buildings before and done something like this, we are open to all of the advice and all of the suggestions, because this is obviously our first ever house build, so we know nothing at all. So we're just totally winging it. Today's kind of the first day. Like, we've obviously been in the design process now for a while. Today is the day of the percolation test, so it's like the first on-site job, which is really fun. Yeah, hopefully this goes well. We obviously have to go for planning permission and submit our plans, so they could still come back and say no, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that won't happen and there will be a continuation of this series. There's going to be a house. Hopefully it'll be this house. She is a beauty, and the digger is here now as well, over there. When we originally went to the council, this section was the section that we proposed to keep, only because, I'll show you now, this house was kind of built in stages. So the middle stage was built first, as far as we can tell from the maps and from the experts that we've been talking to. The middle stage was built first, then the far side, and then this was the last to be built. We think that the family was fairly well off when they built this section, because it's just where that plaster is chipped away there, it's built with really good cut stone, and like you can probably see the difference in the windowsills there and there compared to these windowsills. Those ones are a little bit shook, whereas these ones are in fairly good nick. They're pretty good windowsills. So we proposed to keep this section. Now the council got back to us and they said they would like us to keep as much of it as we can. So we are going to try to keep the front facade and probably the back as well, maybe a bit. Yeah, then the rest of it will be developed around it. But again, we'll see when the builders come out what is the plan. Our current design basically is keeping all this the same, and then just kind of ending at this point here, so we would just be losing that back section there, which we are okay with, because as you might be able to tell, this house is humongous and we really don't need a house this big at all. We are proposing to keep the front door in the same place, same window above, and maybe widening these two windows here so that they're the same size as these ones, because we're hoping to have the dining room just there, so it'll be really nice to have a big window there. But the other windows, these ones would be staying the same size, and these ones, so we'll be hoping to keep it fairly similar to what was there already. And also we will probably be keeping 2 chimneys, but they probably won't be functional, they'll just be for decoration. So we have a farmyard entrance down there, and then the entrance for the house will hopefully be here. The first official job of the house, getting it going, is percolation test. So we are putting up site notice on this gate here in front of me. Putting up this site notice. Yeah. Thank you. Don't mess this up now. Yeah, I think that looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Happy enough?
Yeah.
Looks class.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully. If this doesn't pass, we're fairly goosed. We're going no further. Okay, Freya.
You can ask any of them, do they have a caravan for sale?
Yeah, we're looking for a caravan for sale. Just park it on the site. Percolation test is started, day 1. Potter's just getting set up over there. We had a digger out and they had to dig a 3 meter, I don't know, a hole, I'm not an expert, trench. I think these are trenches over here. So dug that, and then we had to dig 3 trenches then here. And then there is, yeah, just doing like a water test to check drainage in this area. And then the test has to be 10 meters away from the house. So if there's, the percolation is going to be going down around here somewhere. Yeah, I'll finish off the tour there tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you into the house. We'll try. It's fairly shook inside. I'll see if I can maybe sneak you in a window and we'll have a look. Oh yeah, we'll try show you the plans as well. Kind of show you where we started with the plans and how we've got to where we are now. Hopefully what it will look like. It could change drastically. We are going to a quantity surveyor soon as well, just to price it up and see how much it'll cost and see whether we need to make changes to the design that we've settled on now. Happy days. So the second part of the test will be tomorrow. So the test is done, and yeah, he said we should have no problem with percolation around here and putting in just a regular septic tank.